All right, last problem, number 6. In the figure below, the vertices of triangle ABC have xy coordinates 4, 5, 5, 3, and 1, 3 respectively. What is the area of triangle ABC? Use the formulas that we talked about earlier to try to figure out the area of this triangle on your own. Okay, so this really isn't a strategy-based problem. This is just showing you that you really do need to know some of those formulas, specifically for this one, the area of a triangle. As a reminder, we find the area of the triangle by doing 1/2 times base times height. You can also think about that as base times height divided by 2. So something else that we need to make sure to remember is that the base and height must be perpendicular to each other. So when we look at this triangle, the base is going to be segment CB. But the height has to be perpendicular to that and go to the highest point in the triangle. So our height actually runs in the middle of the triangle and is perpendicular to the base. We have enough information to find the length of both of these segments. It's just a little bit unclear. So what I'm going to do on my x-axis is I'm going to mark that this is about 1 unit, because if point C is at 1, 3, then this must be 1. I'm going to do the same thing over here. If this point is at 5, 3, that x-coordinate is 5, so that would be about 5 on the x-axis. So what that tells me is that the change in the x for the base is 1 to 5, so it must be 4 units long. I'm going to do a similar idea with the y-axis. So we can see point C and point B are both at the y value of 3. So 3 on the y-axis must be right there. If we look up here at point A is at 5 in terms of the y-coordinate. So this must be 5 on the y-axis. The change in y from 3 to 5 is 2 units. So the height is going to be 2. Let's use that to plug into the formula. So we have area equals 1/2 times base times height. 1/2 times 4 times 2 gives us 4 units squared. So our answer choice is going to be A. I do want to point out that this would be a really hard one to do process of elimination since they don't have any tick marks or boxes for us to count in terms of area. Also notice that answer choice D is 8. So if we had forgotten the formula for a triangle and if we accidentally used base times height, we would result with answer choice D. So the ACT makers are really tricky about the distracting answer choices they pick.